Hi everybody. So we're putting the ribs onto the main spar. As I'd mentioned in the last video, I'd completely stripped one of the bolts out. And you can actually see it there above on the left side, the top edge of the spar. There's a bolt missing. Should be sticking through. It's gone. Ripped that sucker right in half. Don't know my own strength. So here I am. Now I'm riveting on the ribs. A couple of them use 4-5s, and then once it gets into the main webbing, you jump up to 4-7s. When you set these, you're gonna look at them and go, well, those look kind of long, and you could probably use 4.5s, but the problem is they don't send you 4.5s. 4s would be too short, but 5s just do a little bit too long. Now, you got a good bucking bar and you practice, and I would definitely practice up with some extra long ones for this. It works perfectly fine. You just wind up, if the rivet's extra long, you can set it, and you can set it pretty straight. You don't have to smear it. All you're really looking for is the thickness of the rivet. If it's a little bit extra wide, so be it. I talked to Vans about this, and basically they just said, use the rivets we tell you. Yes, ma'am. So you do not rivet on the very outboard rib. To me, that's the number 14 rib. You do not rivet that one on. It will get riveted in place when you put on the leading edge, which I have not started yet. So after you do the inner 11 ribs, or outer 11 ribs, you don't do the three most inboard ribs in the first round. They tell you to go ahead and wait and hold off on that. And then once you're done with the outer ribs, then you go and you do the inner ribs. And it just says, repeat step 1, 2, and 3 for rib 10, 11 dash, blah, 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 blah. And I must say that is not a very complimentary camera angle. Thank God this is a powerful airplane. Haul my fat ass into space. So yeah, the tightening and torquing the bolts at the end obviously are a lot easier than the ones in the very middle. I've got a very nice small torque wrench, really helps. So we're just finishing up the inner 3 ribs. Like I said, having the nice torque wrench works. Doing the rivets is very simple, 4-7s. And then once you're done, we will move on to the rear spar. And I like the way that the chapters are laid out by Vans. First chapter, just work on the spar. Second chapter, we'll do the ribs. They go to the spar. And then rear spar. I think I might just start labeling my videos to correspond with that. I don't know, we'll see. It actually helps me. So anyway, this has been riveting up the ribs to the spar. Now we move on to the rear spar, so see you soon.